Welcome back to Just Talking. We got a great guest for us today, and that is Chris Allen, the Executive Director at the Kenosha History Center. Chris, nice to see you today.
Thanks for having me, Jason.
Okay, so let's start off. Maybe for those who don't know what the Kenosha History Center is, what is the Kenosha History Center?
Yeah, so we're part of the Kenosha County Historical Society, and we operate the Kenosha History Center as well as the Southport Light Station Museum. We're located on Simmons Island in downtown Kenosha in the old water treatment building, so right across from the yacht club. And our mission is to preserve and collect and share the history of Kenosha, dating back to when the first settlers arrived here in this area, all the way up through present day.
You got some great permanent exhibits down there. Let's talk about those. Give us a few examples of what exhibits you have there.
Sure. So in our yesteryear gallery, that's our oldest gallery at the museum, we cover pioneer history. So again, some of those first people that arrived at Pike Creek, and eventually it was called Southport, and then it was renamed Kenosha in 1850. We look at those early settlers, early pioneers, what it was like to build a village here. And then in our Rambler gallery, which is so aptly named, we talk about the industrial history of Kenosha. So a lot of the industries that were developed here in Kenosha. We have a permanent auto display as well, or maybe it's semi-permanent. We rotate our automobiles every year, and we tell different stories with the cars that we bring in. We work with collectors from around the country to bring special cars in for different exhibits on an annual basis.
Not only do you have exhibits there, but you do outreach as well, and you got some great walking tours. Maybe you can talk about all the walking tours you have.
Yeah, so during the warmer months, we run these May through October. We actually have three walking tours for 2023. We have the Third Avenue walking tour, which takes place on the first Saturday of each month at 11 a.m. And that examines the Third Avenue Historic District, some of those older homes that industrialists lived in, and talk about the architecture, but also the stories behind the houses and the people that live there. And on the second Saturday of each month, we have a similar walking tour around Library Park. So again, looking at the architecture of the area, some of the stories about the people that lived in the homes. Of course, Orson Welles' house, his birthplace is on that walking tour, as well as a lot of other prominent Kenoshans. And then new for this year, and we're really excited about this one, we're going to be offering a tour of the old North Side neighborhood. So right around the old St. George's, which is now St. Elizabeth, and that near North Side neighborhood, we're going to be offering a tour on the fourth Sunday of each month at 1 o'clock. And it's really exciting because the two tour guides that are going to be our leaders for that tour, they grew up in the neighborhood and had family grow up there. So there's a personal connection. We're really excited to launch that tour this year. And we're going to be looking at the architecture of the area, but unlike the Third Avenue tour, the neighborhood's it's quite different. It's a working class neighborhood. It's almost like everything was right there. There was grocery stores, there's churches, there's everything that people needed in that area to live their full life. They went to work, they socialized, they went to the grocery stores. They really didn't need to leave the area a whole lot. It's the old German neighborhood. There's a few other nationalities that were mixed in there, but it's really exciting. And we're proud to offer the three walking tours this year.
And then I believe you have some great classic cars cruisings that are very popular. Uh, People love their cars and their historic cars. Let's see here about any car shows.
Yeah, so last year is when we had our huge AMC Nash Homecoming Car Show. But annually, every single year, we host the classic car cruisins. We started doing it a couple years ago, and we were doing the last Friday of each month. We're going to keep those going this year, and those are open to all classic cars, all makes and models, not just AMCs. We'll allow the Fords and Chevys down here those nights as well. We have food vendors that come out for them. It's just a really fun time on the lakefront. We do those May through September, the last Friday of each month. And then new for 2023, building on the success of those Friday night cruisins, we're going to do a Cars and Coffee event. And that's going to be held each month on the second Sunday of the month. We're going to do those from 8 a.m. until noon each time. And we'll again have food vendors out. The museum's going to open up early on Sundays. We're going to open up at 9 a.m. and stay open through our normal time, our normal closing time at 4 p.m. So kind of an opportunity, even if you don't have a classic car, to get down to Simmons Island early that day, get through the museum, kind of special hours for us, and enjoy some classic cars in the time being. I should mention that the Friday night cruisins, we also allow the museum to be open until 7 p.m. on those nights. So those are some special hours as well. So if you can't make it down to the museum during normal hours, come on those nights because we're open till 7. And it's a great chance to come and see our local history museum.
One thing I may I didn't mention when you talk about the Kenosha History Center and the lighthouse station. Let's talk about that. Do you have walk or like tours through the lighthouse, or I believe you have a museum as well with that?
Yeah, so the Southport Light Station Museum, that is open seasonally. We're open May through October up there, and it's open Thursday through Sunday. It's a free museum to go into, and we have maritime history within the keeper's house. And then there is a paid portion to go up to the top of the lighthouse, the tower itself. So that's 72 steps to the top of the tower, and it's a spiral staircase. It takes you up and you can see beautiful views of the surrounding area. On a clear day, you can see the Chicago skyline. You can see up to Racine as well. It's really a phenomenal view from the top. And like I said, that museum's open May through October.
Another thing that Kenosha Center started was last year was this Kenosha Voices program that's also shown on Kenosha Community Media and also through the YouTube site at Kenosha History Center. But let's hear about it from you. What is Kenosha Voices?
Yeah, this is a project we're really excited about and very proud about as well. This is an oral history project that we've wanted to do for many years, and with the great help of Kenosha Community Media and yourself, Jason, we were able to launch it in 2022. And we've interviewed to date over 65 subjects. So not just individuals, we'll have brothers come in and talk about things. We have family members that work at the same company come in, but it's all Kenosha history. So the great thing about public history, it's all around us. It covers many different subjects. It started out as interviewing industrial workers, but we've also interviewed small business owners, teachers, people in the community that are involved in the arts, culture, all around us, really. I think just recently we interviewed someone that was involved in Kenosha softball for many decades. So Kenosha history is all around us. This is a project that's going to pay dividends for decades to come. We're saving these videos in our archives, but also making them accessible on our YouTube channel as well as Kenosha Community Media Channel 14. So we're getting these stories out there and preserved at the same time. And then just recently, we were named the producer of the month by Wisconsin Community Media. And we learned that later this year, we're going to be receiving the Significant Community Program Award, which is an annual award through Wisconsin Community Media. So we're just so excited that we were able to get it off the ground. We've got a lot of momentum going with it. And it's great to see the community come together and contribute those stories. That's what's the most important thing, so that we can preserve them now so that future generations can learn from them.
And you get a lot of maybe historians or documentarians that come through the area as well. Let's talk about the archive room, because not only that's another area that people can research. There's an archive room at the Kenosha History Center. Let's hear about that.
Yeah, our society is very lucky, and it started with a lot of hard work. Obviously, in 1878 we were founded, so we have a very old collection. We have a collection that dates back to when the first settlers arrived here. And in the archive room, we hold documents and artifacts that talk about those things all the way up to present day. So when researchers or college students that are doing research projects need some more information, or genealogists, people researching about their families, they can contact us. They can contact us through our email or phone. and they can schedule a time to come into the archives, or we can send them information and help them with their research.
Okay, and one thing I got to bring up, which is another great aspect of the Kenosha History Center, is the gift shop. Is the gift shop open? And let's hear what you have to offer there.
Yeah, it's very Kenosha centric. That's what we do is Kenosha. We've connected with our community and found out that people want to display their Kenosha pride. So in our gift shop, we have things that they'll say "I love Kenosha" on it. We have a lot of lighthouse memorabilia, a lot of AMC and Nash memorabilia, T-shirts, you name it. So it's a great local shop. It's shop local. But if you're looking for something Kenosha, come down to the Kenosha History Center gift shop. The gift shop's open during all museum hours, and come show off your Kenosha pride. We also have postcards, so if you're looking for something special for someone, come on down here to the gift shop.
Okay, if anybody want more information about the Kenosha History Center, website, phone number, any type of way to contact.
Yeah, our website's www.kenoshahistorycenter.org. You can find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram. The Facebook page is a really big source of information as well. We always put local stories out there every day, sharing historical photographs. And you can also find us on YouTube for our Kenosha Voices videos, and some other historical videos. So a lot of ways to find us, or go to Google, type in Kenosha History Center. I'm sure you'll find your preferred method.
Well, Chris, thank you so much for talking with us. Kenosha History Center is a great museum and archive room and all around just historical aspects of Kenosha. And thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
Thank you, Jason.